Say your name.
Hi, I'm Samir Tazari, and I directed this past year's Sing, senior freshman at Staten Island Technical High School.
Alright. So first off, what is Sing?
Sing is a student-run play production. We do everything. We write lyrics to famous songs. We write our own script. We write in some current-day relevant jokes. It's a really involved process that takes a lot of the student body, including people who work in the band, the tech crew, the crew behind stage, as well as the cast.
How many years has the school been holding these events?
I'm not sure, but maybe 20 years.
20 years old.
Or maybe, probably less. Probably 10, 15.
How long did it take for the students to prepare for their performance?
It takes a while. If you talk about the process of completing the script and everything, that starts in the summer. We use all summer to come up with a script, lyrics. Once school starts, we'll have auditions and then get right into the process of practicing.
What are your responsibilities as the director of the Sing event?
As director, it's my responsibility to make sure my vision, or our vision, because I work with another director, comes through in the end. And so you have to work with a lot of sectors of Sing, the band, the crew, and make sure everyone's working in order, because if we don't practice enough, if we don't get things done, it's not going to look good.
What is it like being director?
It's a challenge. It really is. You have to maintain what you say. Like, even if what you say probably isn't the best way, you maintain that until maybe someone's like, oh, maybe this, and then you're aware of that and you can actually use that. But stick to your gut, basically, and don't let anyone try to undermine you.
What is the biggest challenge you face in directing the show?
I think the biggest challenge is that there are a lot of people who have their own views of how certain things should be run. And a lot of people have invested a lot into the show, so they get very emotional about things and they become divas. So that's basically the whole challenge, I think. People have their own ways of I don't know, like doing Sing.
Yeah. What was the whole experience like?
The whole experience was good. We were with freshmen this year, so we had a lot of new people that we got to know. And it's a good way for freshmen to get into the school experience, because now we know a lot of freshmen and they know a lot of seniors that they can come and ask about anything. The seniors who are with us this year, we got even closer. Some people I wouldn't talk to normally, I'd suddenly, start talking to them, especially about Sing stuff, and it was a good experience.
What was the worst moment of this whole experience? Was there a time you wanted to quit?
The worst moment probably would be when, I don't know, getting into specifics, there'd be songs that we might have to cut if we didn't have enough, if we had too much time on us. So there'd be one song which was a solo, which I thought would be the first one to cut. Especially since my other director was really close with this one person, was trying to get the other one cut. And I'm just like, no, we have to cut this one. So we had a really big brawl, and people got really, really diva-ish. I wouldn't say I wanted to quit then, but it was just really frustrating.
Yeah. Were there a lot of arguments?
Yeah, that was a big one. It was basically in the auditorium and yelling across the auditorium, and the janitors thought it was really funny because they just stood there and watched. It was a big one. But there's definitely creative discussions and arguments going around. Some of my ideas might be, I don't know, not good, and I admit that, but But sometimes it gets out of hand with like people wanting their ideas so much. Yes, that's it.
What was the best moment of the experience?
The best moment, I would say, for any show would be the week of, when you're watching it and you're like, wow, this has been better than what we thought. If you see it all come together in the end, I guess that would be my best moment. You'd like to say, as director, when you're watching the show, when it's happening, that you're just like let free, like you let go of the reins, so to speak. But it was hard. It's hard to let go of a show that you've been working on for so long. I still wanted things to go right. I was like, did it wrong. But you have to just let things go. And I guess that was the hardest part, but it was a good experience.
Yeah. Any funny stories?
I think the funniest story would be Reza deciding, the other show had their little, finale spirit song. Reza decides to go and dance with them because he was so excited about their show. And we were in jeopardy of kind of losing points, but we didn't. So that was a pretty funny thing once we learned we weren't getting penalized for it.
How did it feel to see it all come together in the end?
It felt good coming together in the end. Before we rehearsed things like, oh, seen this, seen that. Whoa!